Hello everyone, this is Dr. Kimberly Green. Nice to meet you. How you been? You don't write, you don't call. What's going on with that? And of course with me as always is the intrepid Michael Hill. Say hello, Michael.
Hello, Michael.
And Dr. Lynn Larson, the lovely and talented. Please say hello.
Hello, everyone.
So, friends, please recognize one of the things with Canvas that is so great is that it works to try and truly offer tools that serve the individual. Great. Now, here's where it can get a little messy, and this is real world stuff, everybody. So, don't let it throw you. Just recognize it so that you can go, oh, okay, got it, work with it, and move on. When we show you in the different videos how we guide Dr. Larson through making her Canvas demo shell, she registered her Canvas account as a higher ed professional, as some of you watching this video will also do, because the MAE in instructional technology, or if you're just getting the certificate, serves pre-K through graduate school, through post-grad, and corporate educators. You're obviously going to pick or have picked the template. You've created your Canvas account that works for you. Michael, you want to take this a little further, please, to help everybody understand what we're looking at right now?
Well, and so because different sectors have different needs, Canvas tries very hard to create something that is going to work as a starting place for every different sector. And so what we saw is what Canvas envisions as being good for higher education. What we're looking at on the screen right now is a template that many of you who signed up for K-12 may have seen, and that's what Canvas envisions as perhaps working well for the K-12 sector. So it's going to be a little bit different starting point than what you saw in our original video, which used the higher education template. The important thing here is A, not to panic, and B, to remember that you can actually still do everything that we talked about in our initial video for the first steps to developing your Canvas shell with the K-12 template that you can with the higher ed template. One key difference, though, that I want to point out that I think is actually really super cool here is that Canvas seems to be giving K-12 educators a little bit of additional help and assistance. And you'll notice that the screen is a bit grayed out, and on the lower right-hand side, we've got this Show Me How, and then click Show Me How option there. And if we click on Show Me How, excellent, now we get right into the Canvas help and tasks and what they call the Show Me How menu. This, I think, is fairly new to Canvas, and I think it's actually pretty awesome. So you need to reply to the registration confirmation that they sent you. It walks you through the process of creating a module, which is pretty cool. Adding pages, adding assignments, adding discussions. It actually gives you even more of a tutorial than what we gave in the first video. So use this, make good use of this Show Me How option to continue to build on your course. I've also noticed that Canvas has added that little green Modules Help icon up in the upper left-hand corner of Modules. And that, if we click on that, will tell you basically how to do each of those steps within the module, which I think is actually pretty neat support from Canvas there. So this is kind of super exciting for us to see because it's giving you even more support as you develop your course. One thing that is different, fundamentally different, between this shell and the higher education shell is that the template for higher education starts the course not at the modules page, but actually at a course homepage. And so that homepage in this shell is actually, they take you straight into the modules, but the course homepage is a really good idea because you can provide students with that first, here's what you need to do to get started, here's where we are, all of that information up front, and then direct them into the modules. And I still think that's a good idea. When you're ready in your course to make that change, you can actually click over on the right-hand column on the icon that says Choose Homepage. So on the far right under Course Status, you've got Choose Homepage. And that will let you tell Canvas when students log into your course at the very beginning, what they get. And to make it into a page's front page, you actually will have to develop that page first. A lot of interesting options and a lot of things to play with. And you'll hear me say in the course over and over again, take the time and play with Canvas, because there's just so much to find and so much to do. And don't let anything trip you up. It doesn't have to look exactly like what we're doing, because as the proverb goes, there's more than one way to skin a cat, and I don't know why you'd want to skin one in the first place, but that's what the proverb says.
So before we started making this video, again, all about transparency, the three of us, Dr. Larson, Michael, and myself, we had this conversation, and we wanted specifically to ask Dr. Larson, looking at this different template, if you will, which, like Michael said, it seems like the biggest differences so far are that it's actually more user-friendly, there's more guidance, there's not as much text on the page giving instruction. It's almost kind of funny the way they, for higher ed, they're like, rah, 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 you must do this, you must do that. And for K-12, you get nice graphics, bigger fonts. I'm a little jealous. I would have rather worked with this. I think this is great. But, yeah, it's way more user-friendly. But it's the same, and this is the question before I say the sentence. I'm going to ask Dr. Larson. Dr. Larson, because you played with the other template first, is there anything you're seeing here that you're like, oh, whoa, that's really different in functionality? Forget the pretty graphics and the bigger text. Are you looking at things here and going, oh, I don't recognize, I can't deal? Is there anything that looks really that different aside from, like I said, there's less fancy text and there's more graphics?
No, I really don't. I mean, you look at the elements down the left-hand side, and right next to that, they're all the same. So I don't see any difference in that sense at all. And like you said, it seems a bit more user-friendly, actually.
Yeah. Cool. All right, guys. So we wanted, and again, let's be clear. This is us role modeling and being transparent at the same time, because we are a community of practice. And in a community of practice, everybody keeps moving forward. Not just the new members of the community, but the quote-unquote experts or the people who've been in the community for a while. We continue to learn. So for us, finding out there was this different template, this is really cool. And we're not going to pretend like, oh, we meant to do that, blah, blah, blah. And we ask that you don't do that either. Because, and I'm going to, again, throw it back to Michael, guys, this is what it's like to be a 21st century practitioner in the real world. Michael, you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, and even though it wasn't, well, as much as we could play it off as being something that, we intentionally set up to, improve the learning experience, it wasn't intentional, but it's still a learning experience. It's actually an excellent example of what transparency is, that if you learn something in one setting, you can take it and apply those same concepts and ideas in yet another setting and still achieve what the goal is and apply that learning in an authentic way. And I think that that's actually really a neat thing to see here too. Just keep in mind, and I'm going to stress this throughout the class, and we talk about it in the other videos, that this is part of both the challenge and the fun of working with something that is a live environment. Canvas will make updates. There will be changes. There will be things that don't appear in exactly the same way that we thought that they would, and in fact, that's part of
reality. Whoop, did we lose Michael?
I don't know, I can't see the...
Speaking of reality, it sounds like we just lost Michael's audio, which, oh, he got booted. Some people, just between us guys, some people call that a gift. Oh, wait, no, that's me. Okay, so we're going to end this video. That was very funny. But again, guys, oh, he's back. Shh, everybody, don't say a word. Michael, we missed you.
Part of life. We still have crashes happening. I can't wait to go to Zoom. Anyway.
All right, yeah.
That does totally happen as well. We roll with it.
And that's just it, guys. I'm not going to edit this out, and I'm not going to edit it out purposely. So you see, it is what it is. And when you get dumped in the middle of a class or making a video, don't let it throw you. It's just technology, guys. It's the tool that allows us to extend our abilities. It doesn't define us. And there's going to be times where it clunks, right? Just like the car. The car is the tool that lets us get from point A to point B, and sometimes it clunks. And, you know, you don't not go visit grandma because the car's not working. You get the car fixed, and then you go visit grandma. Once again, I'm projecting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your focus on this. Hope this has brought a little more clarity. And, again, we're being transparent. Also, a sense of, like, mastery, if that's the right word, which may feel weird this early in a course, but a big part of mastery is not letting fear stop you from moving forward. The three of us here can all tell you we're trying new tools, we're doing new things, and there are times where we come up against a new tool or a problem or a glitch. And yeah, it can be frustrating, and initially it can be jarring, but we don't let that stop us. So this is what we're going to leave you with. Don't let this stuff stop you. If there's a glitch, if things crash, okay, try it again. Maybe just that one time was some power surge in Botswana and, you know, everything's related. Go with it, guys. Lynn, as our dedicated guinea pig, I mean, you've certainly come up against this stuff as we've been working together. Would you like to add something to this?
I just, nothing goes perfectly, and everything's a learning process, so you just need to use the tools that are available to you. Click on the show me how buttons, take everything you've learned in this class, and know that you're going to have to adapt as you go forward because these LMSs are constantly changing and morphing.
Rock on. Thanks, everybody. We're going to end this one, and we look forward to seeing the work that you hopefully are enjoying playing with. Thank you very much.